What's up, guys? This is Nofsky with Academia Audio, and today I will be showing you how to make this.
Take my hand. Won't you show me that it's real?
So I created that song out of inspiration from another song, an artist by the name of Avaion. I think that's how you pronounce his name, and his song Pieces. I can't play the original due to copywriting, but I can play you my remake of it, and it sounds like this.
I'm so
Alright, you get the idea. But sometimes when I'm struggling, starting or staying in the creative flow, I use music as a tool to inspire myself to create music. So, how ironic is that? But by remaking this song, and you don't have to always remake a song. Sometimes I'll be driving down the road, jamming some tunes, and a song will come on, and I'll just get really inspired. And some helpful things when that happens is dissecting the song. What about that song really gives you that inspiration? Is it because it's in a minor key or a major key? Is it the cadence of the person's voice? Is it the lead? Is it the bass? But by figuring that out in return, when you do sit down to create a project, you can take those things that you dissected and create something in a similar vibe, and that is what I did here. So the first thing I realized when I was dissecting that song by Avaion was his lead. It was really simple, but it was very well executed. His sound design, I don't know if he's layering or what he's doing, but when I attempted to make a lead for the track that I made in a similar style, I tried to keep it really simple, just like the Avaion song. So first things first, this is what I came up with. So that's nice and simple. It's a really cool melody, but it felt like it was lacking. And so, making music is all trial and error. And so I ended up doing another lead, a counter melody almost of the harmony, and this is what that sounds like. So same thing, but the notes are the harmony, and so let's play that together. And it's getting there. It's sounding pretty good, but it was still just missing something. And so what I wanted to do was create a wide layer to give it more. When going about making a lead, it's good to make it to where it's punching through the mix, but you still want it to sound really euphoric and big. And so a tactic that I typically do is I'll have my lead that is more mono punching through the mix, and then I'll support it with a similar sound that is more stereo. And I achieve that using Microshift, a plugin from SoundToys. And that just pushes it out. It pans it out left and right a little bit to kind of sit in its own space and give it that really wide feel. So this is all together. And that pretty much wraps up the lead. Really simple, just 3 layers going on to really give it a unique feel. When going and making a simple lead, but you want to make it unique, by layering it with different instruments, it creates different textures and leaves you with a unique signature sound. So next thing was the bass bus. All right, I really loved his bass. You can tell he has a sub bass and then he has some crunch on top, and my way of achieving that is layering 2 basses together. So this top track is my sub. It's sitting in a nice pocket right at between, I would say, 40 hertz and 100 hertz. And then that way I can isolate those sub frequencies, and when I go to saturate and distort the top bass, I'm not going to muddy up my sub. So that's just a quick tip to not have the nice tight low end. Then I did a top bass, and I cut that right around 120 and up, and then that's the one I saturated, and I just used Decapitator another plugin from Sound Toys, and this is what that sounds like. And then this is them together. So by doing that, you're able to really get those sub frequencies that are hitting you in the chest, but still have that nice crunchy top end. The last thing I did for the bass bus was I just added an accent bass. This is a reverse bass, and you can get this. This is part of my Serum preset pack if you guys want to go download that below. But it's just a simple reverse bass, and this is what it sounds like. And it just is a nice bass to kind of lead you into that next section. The next section I tackled was the drums. And I copied a similar style of drum pattern that Avaion used in his song, where he just has 4 on the floor kick drum that comes in, and then on the second part he brings in a snare clap with some more top end instruments like hi-hats and shakers and things like that. And so this is what that sounds like. So something unique about his drums that I noticed is his kick drum. His kick drum wasn't your standard dance house kick drum that's just kind of has all the high end stripped from it. It actually had a knock at the top there, and I achieved that by layering my kick. So I have my main kick right here. And if you noticed, I actually notched a frequency around 495 hertz to kind of achieve that knock that I was feeling, but it wasn't enough, and so I actually layered it with another kick right here that I cut all the low end out. So you never want to layer 2 kicks on top of each other because it's going to muddy up that low end, and this is what that sounds like. So I'm going to play the kick, and then halfway through I'll bring in the top kick, and you can see how drastic of a change it really makes. So next I want to talk about the effects. For the most part, they're really simple, but there is one thing that I do want to highlight. Outside of the sweep that I have going on here, I do have a drone string. And I did do a little bit of pitch automation to give it a little more movement, and I really feel it spiced up the drop quite a bit. This is what it sounds like. And it's little things like that in your music, the little details that add up over time, and they really enhance your song overall. So again, guys, I really wanted to demonstrate the power of utilizing a reference track to kind of give you direction, right? You heard it in the car, you heard it on the radio, and it inspired you, and you were able to capture that inspiration and use that to create something original and not just stare at a blank Ableton Live set for 10 hours trying to figure out what you want to do. So I hope this was helpful. If you really enjoyed this, make sure to hit a like and subscribe. And if you have any questions about the song or any future videos that you'd like me to tackle or any questions, you can put those in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.